What's good? What's good? Welcome to the Epic Entertainment Critics. I'm Antoine.
I'm still James.
All right, so we're gonna talk about the Obi Wan Kenobi series. Bit late. Hopefully this weekend we'll get the new episodes on time.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I mean, it's my fault too, but it's just the fact that I hate bringing things like 5 days after it's all everybody done talking about it. But anyway, we're gonna talk about the Obi Wan Kenobi season, episode 1 and 2. Let's see. I guess I don't have to. Should I show the trailer?
I mean, we can.
Let me see. Thought I had to. The boy must be trained. Oh, I found that opening scene. Okay, yeah. I wanted to, because I need to. Let's see. Okay, so we got the Obi Wan Kenobi, man. This is 10 years after episode 3, right?
Yeah.
So this is after the Mandalorian, I believe, right?
I
No,
think-
I'm sorry. This
no,
way
wait.
before. I'm sorry.
Before.
Way before. I'm tripping.
Mandalorian is what, 20?
It's right after what's the name? Empire, not
Em-
Empire. Return of the Jedi. Right after
Return,
Return of the Jedi. But and before Force Awakens. But this right here is that 20-year gap between episode 3 and episode 4, which I never understood why Lucas did that. Like when I first saw it, I was waiting to see. My thoughts was, okay, we're gonna see Anakin as a young man, not a kid, and then we'll see Vader as Vader, but all the stuff he did leading up to episode 4 to be in the position they was in. No, we just got him up to putting on the suit, and that was the end.
Because, like, that's the thing. It's like, after the end of episode 3, we see him become Vader. But we haven't seen him become the Vader that we hear about in episode 4.
Right. He was just Vader in name.
Yeah.
Not
indeed. Not yet.
Because they named him Vader before he got messed up.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing maybe his thinking is, since I turned my back on the Jedi, I gotta kill everybody because I don't want everybody I don't want nobody talking about me behind my back. So I gotta just kill him.
Yeah.
That's the only answer, right?
Look, I'm going to be real, man. Loose ends is a mug. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I mean, that's the best way to keep people from keep my name. Hey, like Will Smith say, keep my name. But anyway, let's watch this trailer real quick. It's a short trailer for Obi-Wan, just so you can get a little refresher if anybody ain't seen it yet. So we'll watch this little trailer, and then we'll be back with our rest of our review.
They're coming. Stay hidden, or we will not survive.
Leave us alone.
When the time comes, he must be trained.
Like you trained his father?
I never thought I'd agree with Owen.
You still want Kenobi. He's gone.
Maybe you've been looking in the wrong places. I want every lowlife and bounty hunter to squeeze him. You can't run, Obi-Wan! You can't escape him!
That's kind of cool. They should do a Obi-Wan and a Vader side by side, like 2 series back to back, to put them where they was at in New Hope.
Okay.
Because I was thinking about everybody want to see Vader. It's like, just give us a series. Just give him a little 6-part series or something. Because I'm looking like, and we'll talk about this. I was wondering how they're going to fit Vader in there, and they kind of didn't.
Yeah, that's pretty much how they approach it. Was like, Vader?
Well, they did, but they do the same thing. They'll be like, before we go, look who it is. You know, like, come on, man.
Like, this time they got him in the tank floating.
Right.
You know.
It's always a little, just a little. Like,
Yeah.
Can't show too much Vader because that's what everybody wants to come see.
Right.
So
hey, look,
we're going to show all these other guys.
Seed it out, that you got to come back for every episode. Who knows when we're going to
so
do it.
we make sure they watch everybody else because we want to watch. We long as we got Vader out there knowing that he going to come, we can keep everybody in the seats.
Yeah.
But no, it's Obi-Wan. So the story is Obi-Wan he's in hiding, and he's on Tatooine.
Of all places.
Like there's no other places in the galaxy. I swear Tatooine looked like one town, like the whole planet.
Dude, it really does, though. Like, every now and again, they mention, like, well, there's other settlements on Tatooine. We ain't seen them.
Man, dude, it looked like it's one small town, and it is a planet.
Yeah.
not a city, just a planet.
Man.
And
But, like, that's one of the problems with world building the way Lucas does it, is like, oh, no, it's a planet. We only need one city.
But the
planet,
thing is, I can forgive him on the original movie because it was a low budget.
Yeah.
That's all the more money they had for is one town. But now you got all this CGI and you can show more.
Yeah.
You don't
But
have to show.
It's like, and I'm gonna be real with y'all. Maybe this isn't what the Star Wars fan base at large wants. Honestly, you can just base any of these stories on one planet and actually explore that planet. You can do that. That's an option.
They finally show Alderaan,
Right.
and it looked kind of. It just looked a little stiff in the background. It didn't look like it looked like cardboard cutout city. I was like, man,
School play.
all this time Alderaan, and y'all just gonna give me some CGI on the background that to make it look like it's lived in. It looked like it was no people there.
Hey, look. They said, look, you wanted Alderaan. We gave you Alderaan. It's done.
Man, hold on, y'all owe Alderaan, man. Y'all blew that shit up like it was nothing. You talk about how good and peaceful and beautiful it is.
It was the jewel of the galaxy.
And, like so come on, man. Y'all got to give him something, man. So Obi-Wan living like he's working. I guess they processing meat at a meat packing
Look
plant.
like it. Yeah.
And I got a little clip of that.
Old Ben the Butcher.
Well, it's just like you say, look, I just need a job. So okay, he just got a job somewhere. Not too far from what Ray was doing,
It's
right?
like, hey, can you handle a blade? Something like that.
All right, check out a little bit. This is what Obi-Wan doing right now. I was looking like that when he's like, what you gonna do about it, huh?
I'm gonna turn in my my equipment.
What a wuss.
Man, dude, Obi-Wan is a punk, dude. Like, I say this knowing what he's been capable of. That dude is broken.
Well, right, but so he's trying to stay, which to me, he's trying to stay out of trouble and trying to keep himself hidden so he ain't gonna definitely ain't gonna use the Force.
Right.
And he don't want to draw no attention to
So
himself.
that's a quick way to get found out.
Right, so you don't want to be just, hey, leave him alone. You just want to, hey, mind my own business, do what I do. So I understand that. But sometimes just a little confrontation like that, it ain't nothing to just say something back.
Cause also it's not like the Jedi are the only people that's ever had a problem with somebody doing something out of pocket.
They're not gonna immediately think you're a Jedi just because you stand up for yourself.
He interfered in this altercation. He must be a Jedi. Come on now.
But so yeah, and when we got the shit on the preview where he's talking to Owen, and Owen hold on, let's see. Owen got a point, man. Oh, well, we're going to get to Reva. I just want to talk about Obi-Wan before I get to the main controversy.
But yeah, like, Owen be getting them in this first episode,
Well,
man.
it's not only that. Right, that's true. And then I'm thinking, like, how in the hell are you going to come to him and say, the boy must be trained? After all the stuff that happened, you should be saying, hey, he shouldn't be a Jedi.
But, like,
just live your life.
not for nothing. Also, if that was the plan, why you bring him here?
Right.
If you was just gonna train them anyways, but you wasn't.
I'm looking for that scene, but I guess it's kind of chopped up.
You know, like
Responsibility, Owen.
Yeah. Man, you need to shut up. And that's another thing about the Jedi. It seems like they seem to want other people to clean up their messes all the time.
yeah.
You know, we got. Hold on, check this little scene out.
Owen.
Why?
It shouldn't have been the plan.
Yeah.
Not to be a Jedi. Maybe he can, learn how to use the Force or whatever. But what are we doing here?
Well, like, and that's
Why
the
are
other
you
thing.
hiding?
Why does so he's Force sensitive? Okay, he needs to be able to learn how to handle that, but does he need to be a Jedi?
Right. That is the issue where it's like, if you got the Force and you can use the Force, do you have to be a Jedi or a Sith?
Yeah, it's like nobody, like, no one wants to sit in that middle ground. It's like, look, I got the Force. It ain't what I'm about.
Right, right. Can you just do what you want to do and just use the Force? Because the Force don't belong to neither one of them.
Yeah,
The Force is life Force.
yeah. It's like, why can't he just be a Force sensitive
So
pilot?
everybody in Star Wars could use the Force.
Yeah.
It's just some people are more Force sensitive than others.
Yeah,
With training and way maybe you can harness it or whatever. But okay, let's move on. Obi-Wan's boring, and I said that from before they even started this series. I don't see what to do. Obi-Wan just sitting on Tatooine for 20 years. What can we make a move?
like, because that's the thing, right? Is everyone's like, yeah, now we can finally find out. I was like, but I mean,
Yeah. So now,
because like now I'm really thinking, why didn't we just get a Vader?
right? So now we're gonna bring in the conflict. We're gonna bring in the Inquisitors. Reva. Now we're gonna talk about Reva because it's up and down stuff on her, right? She is very much an antagonist to Obi-Wan.
What was
And
it, fifth sister in the Inquisitors?
I think it's third sister, maybe.
I thought homie was
it's
third,
another girl there too.
because I thought homie was third brother.
Oh, it could have been. I don't know.
I don't look. I can't keep that stuff straight. But so Reva is she's our main antagonist,
Right, and she's like real. Okay, when
zealous.
right, she, and then I was like, why is she so bent on this? Why she doing so much? Because I was like, damn, all right, calm down.
Yeah.
Let me see. It's kind of a cool lightsaber.
Thank you, Owen.
Oh, they just shut me up. He's like,
Man.
y'all, you stupid.
Man.
I thought they kind of cut this up a little bit, but what happened was she was interrogating people, and that's what I was telling you why the Inquisitors are being so light with it, because the Inquisitors keep saying, "Hey, we'll give you a reward. If anybody sees something, just come call my number."
Yeah.
She's like, "No, hell with that. We need to come out here and threaten some people."
But you know what? And I think what it really comes down to is, for the rest of the Inquisitors, it's a job.
Right.
For her, this the mission.
Well, yeah, we gonna talk about that.
So it's like her immediate supervisor, who I don't remember what they called him anymore.
Grand Inquisitor, right?
Grand Inquisitor, sure. That's it.
You talking about the Rupert friend?
Yeah.
Yeah, Grand Inquisitor.
And so it's like, for him, it's like, nah, you don't understand. This is a cushy gig.
Right, I know. Like, look, hold on. Look, fourth, fifth sister, whatever. If you kill all the Jedis, they're gonna make us actually do work.
You out here trying to take down one of the baddest Jedi who around. What I'm saying is, so long as he's out there, we got a job. We don't gotta find him.
They didn't seem to really be emotional about that.
No. It's like, look, Jedi are dumb, but they ain't a threat no more. So like, let's just cool it, you know what I'm saying? And she's like, nah, we gotta find them, kill them all, especially that goddamn Obi-Wan.
Yeah, I know. So it's been some controversy there where, people been kind of back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
People mad, like, oh, she doing too much. I can't stand her. All that stuff. And I was like,
I have a problem with that complaint. They know she's the bad guy, right?
yeah.
You're not supposed to like her.
I know.
I'm sorry, but you don't have to.
Well,
like
people
all,
they
like,
complain about her acting and
I'm
stuff.
just saying, not everybody has to be Loki. Okay,
Right,
like,
right.
Not every villain is going to be charismatic and charming and fun. Some bad guys are just horrible people.
Right. So we are okay. So the controversy a little bit is the actress came out was like, well, they think this is what the usual people that talk about every time something changes in Star Wars. They saying that the studio is telling them that they can't hate. I mean, they telling them they can't because if they are, they are racist.
Yeah.
That's what they saying.
Yeah.
But people, I don't feel like they saying that. They were just saying that, hey, be open minded to things that you haven't seen in Star Wars before.
Yeah.
That's what I took from that.
Which is something I've gotten into quite a few arguments about, like just out in the world. Is like, look, it's not what you were expecting. It's not what you've been given before, but that doesn't mean it doesn't fit. That doesn't mean it's bad. Like, get to know the story before you decide you don't like it.
Right. And but my thing is, I feel like they was gonna not like this character. They just looking for reasons not to like her.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then the reasons they just got now is just because she's very, very aggressive and overdoing it. But it's a reason why that character's overdoing it. When I first saw it, I said the same thing. I said, okay, she's doing too much. Just calm down. She's getting on my nerve now, right? When I first saw it. Then I went back and I checked. Why is she acting like this? It's a reason why she's acting like this. She ain't just acting crazy for no reason. And I talked to you before, and I'm going to show that scene. She was one of the younglings at the beginning, and that's why they showed that. That once the Jedi temple got attacked, and they what's that? I guess they little teacher, a student teacher or whatever, tried to protect them and died or whatever, and no other Jedis came to save them. Like,
well,
they
I mean,
abandoned them.
they were all getting assassinated at the time, but I feel you.
Well, I know. I'm just saying they try to be protected, but you can sense with the Force if somebody's still alive, right? So you can know there was no effort to try to let's find who I can and at least get them to safety. It was just I'm out. Obi-Wan and Yoda's like, hey, I'm going to Dagobah. Hey, I'm going to Tatooine. All right, peace, bro. That was it, dog. I'm like, what about it? What about those kids? It was a lot. It was a lot of kids there. A lot of kids there.
Hey, yo, so I'm going to hide and keep your head up, homie.
Right. So I got a little bit of that opening scene where I can show you Reva was there. Reva was one of those kids. Mind you, these kids like 10 and under.
Yeah.
So it's like, what? Somebody got to take some responsibility for that.
Yeah.
You know, Jedi's just said, I ain't, what? Nah. So what about the kids that made it out?
I mean,
shit. We taught them how to survive.
I mean, damn, man. Like, they got the Force.
I think, I'm not sure, maybe later they're going to show some scenes of her growing up, and other kids might be like saying, you know, Obi-Wan going to save us, and she might be like, that is just going to grow to hate.
Well, like, especially there's an interaction between Obi-Wan and another Jedi where if he responded the same way, you're Obi-Wan. You were the hero.
Hey, I don't know you, homie.
You can keep us up. Hey,
I don't know you. You don't know me. Keep
hey,
pushing.
y'all kids, get out of here. All right? I don't know no Obi-Wan. All right? My name is Ben.
I don't know you, homie.
It's short for Bennett, and I ain't in it.
So, I mean, they turned it back on Jedi, and it's okay because they're being hunted.
Yeah.
But you at least, me personally, I would at least try to find the damn younglings. Because I would say, man, I owe the parents at least that.
It's like, look, we did conscript these kids into our religion.
Yeah.
Kind of
y'all
forcibly.
took them away from their parents.
Yeah.
And they trusted y'all, and y'all told them that y'all was going to take care of them. And when the shit hit the fan, y'all just left.
You know what? This always reminds me of what a raw deal being a Jedi is. Like, so look, we're going to bring you into our religion, going to teach you our ways. You can never see your family again.
Right, and you can't have no wife or a husband. You can't have no You can't have
real,
no kids.
no family
You
ever.
can't have a family.
What you got is the order. Doesn't that sound nice, kids?
No, but it sounds cool to learn how to use a sword, and learn how to use a lightsaber and flip, and I could do that.
Nah. It's all
Why
enough.
do I got to commit to the order to learn the skills?
Because this is the way.
No, I'm good.
That's what I would have said. Like, look, man, y'all have a good one. I'm gonna be a farmer. But if that is her, and why else would they show that scene?
So that is why that is her.
Yeah,
And I mean it makes sense.
Yeah.
That is why she's so extra. This is personal for her.
yeah. Like the Jedi Order failed her.
They failed her and they abandoned her. And as she was growing up, I can only imagine she thinking that he was going to come back and find her, and he never did.
Yeah.
That just added to the hate. And you got to think, put yourself in her position. How would you feel if you caught up with the same person that did you wrong 10 years ago like that?
On site.
Right. And that's exactly how she act. So she's on par for what they set up. So I'm not mad at it now.
Right.
Like I said, when I first saw it, I said she's doing too much. But now
like,
it makes sense.
Not only that, she's doing the most, but Star Wars has long had a problem of people not being clear in their motivations.
Uh-huh.
You know, you got folks on the good guys are all sitting here philosophizing when they're supposed to be protecting people.
Mm-hmm.
The bad guys is monologuing when they should be getting shit done.
Uh-huh.
So to see someone's like, nah, I'm coming to kill you. Like, I appreciate that. Is it a little WWE? Yes.
Right,
But
right.
I'm okay with it. Like,
Well, see, also to me, I feel like it's. I don't want to give it too much credit, but I feel like it's a person that's not evil, but you acting out. You know what I'm saying?
Trying to be.
Right, exactly. So I'm like, that actually makes sense because if you say, well, she could be evil. She don't have to be all crazy with it. She can be calm. And, you know, when people like their villains, they menacing and stuff. But thing is, she's not evil.
she's sluggish.
Right. Well, the thing is, she's not evil. She's acting like she's evil because she's pissed. It's all about.
Well, like that's the thing. It's like it's that revenge thing where it's like it turns you into a worse version of yourself.
Right. But then it's like I'm so mad that I'm acting out,
Yeah.
but that's not really me.
Yeah, it's like I'm hurting people because I want to hurt that person.
Right.
And that person ain't here right now.
Right. So I'm on 10 even when I don't need to be because I'm acting like I'm evil.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Maybe so. But like
That's why I said
even
I'm like I don't know if I'm giving it
to
too much
me,
credit,
it's
but
like-
I feel like that makes sense.
and this to me it's like a shades of gray thing, right? Where it's like, look, I don't give a damn about these bystanders anyways. So I don't care if they live or die. I'm not afraid to kill an innocent bystander if it gets me closer to the person I really want. And there's a lot of people between me and him, so I got to get started now.
Yeah.
It's
I
like-
mean, yeah, it's just the fact that
because that's the only thing she's got right now.
right, it's like I said, it's personal, but she don't give a fuck no more.
Yeah. It's
like
like what's it saying? If you seek revenge, dig 2 graves.
right.
You know, it's like
And-
she's
and
beyond that.
And then you
point.
gotta look at Obi-Wan. Got to look at not only he failed like people like Anakin and stuff, which he turned evil, but you failed the younglings too that survived because all of them got a grudge.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's
Well,
like,
it's like because in that basically what happened with Luke, right? Like he tried to get rid of a problem that he halfway thought was going to be a big deal, and he ended up
what you
making
talking
him
about?
Kylo.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
same thing.
You know, it's like, look, either handle your business or be better.
Right, so he was all mad, and that was personal for him too.
Yeah.
So how can we be mad at Reva and you can't be mad at
It's
Kylo?
the same thing.
Yeah.
It's the same thing.
So I did get a little bit more of that interrogation clip she had.
Like even her people was like, whoa, wait.
Right, he was like, no, we wasn't coming for all that.
Like I thought she was gonna get some booty. Like,
Yeah.
damn, this is a bit much.
Yeah, we were just gonna, tighten up, talk, because he gonna actually reprimand her.
Yeah, it's like, man, we just came here to talk some game. We ain't come here to actually kill nobody. What you doing? So this is another problem I have. So this is how you know she's going to get redeemed at some point. Is she actually still looks like a normal human being? Because like
If she looked like one of them, he'd be like,
Yeah.
nah.
It's like
we
she-
don't need no.
like
Walking
everybody
Dead.
that get that deep into the dark side, it always f's up the way they look, right?
Right.
You know, it happened to Vader. It happened to Palpatine. Happens to everybody. She still looked normal. Ain't got no yellow eyes or nothing. So it's like, oh, she can still come back to the light. And I'm like, I'm actually kind of disappointed in that myself. But hey, at least she doesn't have to go through as much makeup as they do.
I'm trying to get this scene that she did to some parkour.
I hated that scene.
Why does everybody have a problem? I thought it was kind of cool. Let me see. I heard other people. Oh, that was so stupid.
Like, I started to like it, and then I realized I'm like, she ain't had to do all that.
What's the problem? It's just a cool scene.
No, it is a cool scene. It's just that one of my problems is like,
What?
the point of parkour is supposed to be about getting
Man,
getting as far as possible with in the most efficient way possible, right?
well, what about the way it was shot though?
It was cool.
Right, here it is.
It was really cool.
That's why I was like, what's the problem? Let it. I don't know why it's in this.
That's weird. But I just feel like parkour gets used as a placeholder to fill space. It's like we need to show her getting from point A to point B in a cool way that takes up time so that this scene can progress before she gets there. It's like, no, she has to run halfway across the city to get there. Even with force powers, it's going to take a minute.
Right.
Like, so it's like,
So what's the problem?
I don't need to. Look. I'm just saying it wasn't a necessary
Man.
scene for me.
What I'm telling you is, in a boring episode where nobody was doing
Which is
nothing,
why I
I was like, I like that shit.
I'm just saying it's like,
Other people had a problem with it too,
Like-
and I just don't see why.
well, like that, and that's the other thing.
Y'all just don't want to see
It's
her
so
doing nothing cool.
boring, and the only person doing
that her
anything
fault?
interesting is her. And I'm like, you can't have her carrying the whole show.
So what if
Somebody
Obi-Wan
else.
was doing that parkour? Even though, right.
Nah.
That's what I'm saying.
Nah, I'm
If
just
somebody
saying,
gonna do it, she's gonna be her.
you right.
She only 20. She young,
You right.
strong.
You right. I'm just saying it's like there's so much
Well,
going
look.
on that
I can't even picture Obi-Wan doing no fucking parkour.
I couldn't picture him doing
So
it 10 years.
uncivilized.
I couldn't picture him doing it 20 years ago, let alone now.
I know. But let's look at this scene, man. It's only 56 seconds. So I don't know why everybody act like it's whack. It's cool to me.
So how do you like the little force sound of that?
Why can't nobody catch that little 4-year-old? We're gonna talk about it.
I got a problem with that.
Why's that hard for him? That should be so easy.
He out of shape.
Yeah, I guess.
Are you all right?
They cut it a little bit too.
Yeah.
I hate when they do
But
that.
because she did a couple of like sick turns during that.
Yeah, but then she also using the force as she
Yeah.
was doing it to hit stuff. That
So-
was cool. I like, and then the sound effects kind of sound different. Anytime somebody tries something different, it's a problem. That's why I'm like, look, I'm a little tired of y'all complaining. Everybody complain about everything, but you ask for stuff. Just what do you want? I mean, look,
I would have
Jedi's
rather
do what they use the force for. Minimum shit. Force push.
drop kicks.
Barely that. They might jump up to
That's the most powerful force technique there is. Every time
drop
somebody
kick?
gets the force drop kick, they die.
the force.
Every time they get the force drop kick, they
Man, who
die.
got the force drop kick anyway, man? Give me an example. Ain't no force drop kick. Now wait, it was a force drop kick. Your boy Obi-Wan did do it when he was fighting Anakin. That was the funniest force fight. Because man, look, if you watch they broke it down. I saw this one YouTube channel broke it down. Was like, what the hell was that? It's like they was like Anakin kicked nothing. It's like that was the Force, of course.
Yeah, it was the Force.
But
Oh man.
anyway, the Force drop kick is whack. You make yourself look stupid. It look like you just missed. Don't you remember in wrestling when somebody grabbed a rope and they was about to drop kick and they miss it and then they hurt? What's the difference? You still gonna fall down. Why are you hurt now? But anyway.
But
I know you did pull that Force drop kick. I feel like that was gonna save your argument. No, dude.
I forgot where the fuck I was going with this anyway. But
I was saying that why don't people like that parkour scene? I thought it was cool.
I think it's a very good use of the Force for traversal. I don't think we see enough of in Star Wars. I will say that.
We don't.
And it's just like this for me. The problem I have with it, it's one of the very good scenes in a very boring episode that makes me feel like it was wasted on this episode.
But I challenge you with who else could have done.
Oh no, nobody else in this show could have done it. Nobody else.
Do you
in
want
the
to
show
see the Grand Inquisitor doing that with that head?
Hey, look,
I'd have been too distracted by the head.
Nah, his balance would have been too far off. He too top heavy.
No, man. It was cool, man. It was. I feel like it's bringing a new dimension to.
You know what? Maybe Sith
Star
Wong could
Wars.
have done it.
Huh?
Sith Wong.
Sith. You talking about second brother? Or
Second
whatever?
brother, whatever
Oh.
his name is.
No, man. You know what, man? Y'all forcing me to take Reva's side. When I told you when I first saw this, I didn't like her, but now
Because who else is going to keep you entertained on this show?
that's what I'm saying. But everybody act like they don't like her. But if she wasn't here, this show would be boring as shit.
You know, like, I do prefer my villains a little more collected, but then
Right.
she's not really a villain.
Exactly. Now that I say what her motivation is,
What's
I
the
see
word?
what's her deal.
She's a deuterogenist. You know,
Sure.
She's not an antagonist. Like she's an antagonist, but she's not like full on. Like she's a foil for Obi-Wan more than anything else.
Right. And
Yeah.
we could talk about Leia. So we
If
got
we
Luke and
must.
Leia.
If we must.
We got Luke and Leia here, which it don't really look right because look like the girl that got playing Leia is like 6 or something, but she should be at least 10. You get what I'm saying? Don't she
Yeah.
look real young?
Looks real young.
I was like, no, I don't know why they got this kid this young, but she should have been a bit older.
How do you feel about her being the precocious child who sees too much?
I was cool with that. I don't have a problem with it. My problem was, because one, if you're gonna show Luke, show Leia, that's cool. And then Jimmy Smith is doing. He looks good. He looked like he did on what's that Revenge of the Sith. Like you know that was what 15, 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Like he still looked pretty good for his age.
Oh yeah. Aged very well.
Right, as her dad, Bail Organa. So I was like, okay, I kind of like those scenes, and I like how she's developing into this strong rebel leader, I guess. So
Yeah.
why you? I didn't have a problem with the Leia stuff, other than she was too young.
Like I just have if she looked like a 10-year-old, I probably wouldn't have minded so much.
That's what I'm saying.
But like, because that stuff is creepy coming from a 6-year-old.
Right.
Like, telling your deepest, darkest secrets that
Especially
nobody
the part
knows.
where she was running, and the dudes start running after her like.
Oh God.
And I was like,
It's like
you can't catch that little kid.
these trained mercenaries, which like y'all can't.
If I had that scene, it was a branch in front of him, and he act like, no, look, step over the branch. He used to act like he couldn't step over the branch. Oh, it's a branch in the way. I guess I got to let her get farther away from me. Let me
Like,
go.
and you know what? And this is like just bad filmmaking. When you see that the scene doesn't work, all right, guys, we're gonna have to cut the scene. Like,
I wonder is she in relation to Carrie Fisher's actual daughter or something? I only think about that is like, why would you use this little kid? Because her daughter
yeah,
is like 30 or something, so maybe that's her kid or something. Where
Maybe.
they trying to keep it as like
Maybe.
usually.
I
Because
just-
her
I
daughter
just-
was in what's the name, Last Jedi
Last
and
Jedi.
the third one. So her daughter's, I guess I don't know if
Rise
she
of
like
Skywalker.
acting, but she was in that movie.
But like, I'm just saying, it's like that could have easily been dude shows himself, snatches up the kid, and we go from there. Like, nah, we gotta have this janky chase scene.
I know it was so bad.
And like everyone's falling over themselves to come up with an excuse why they didn't catch her yet.
And they running like putties and shit. I'm looking like, come on, man. Actually, I say putties run better.
Man,
But no,
that's a shame. That's a damn shame.
but no, yeah, I didn't have a problem with those scenes or whatever. We seen this part where and it's like I don't know why they did this. It's like, oh no, you're a bad guy. Let me run from you. I'm like, oh god, come on, y'all.
that part annoyed me so much because, like, also it's like, of all the, if I was one of the bad guys, why would I have gotten you out of here? What would be the point? You seem like unnecessarily smart for a kid your age. Think, Leia, think. You know, it's just, it gets annoying. You know, it's like you coming up with excuses why the plot is advancing.
By switching over to AAA
Instead of
insurance,
letting the
we
plot
saved over
advance.
$450.
You know,
I just don't see why everybody act like there was something wrong with the scene, though. I just don't get it.
I don't know.
I feel like it's because they want to hate the character.
Probably.
That's
It
all.
It wouldn't surprise me any.
That's the only thing I think about, because you don't like the character. So anytime they do something cool, it's a problem. Because I feel like I was saying before, Jedis can do so much stuff, but they don't know what to do with them with the special effects, and
Yeah.
they don't know how to make them do cool stuff.
Because this is one of my things. They should be making these movies more like they make the wushu films, like House of Flying Daggers.
Yeah,
you know,
right.
You know, it's
They
like,
can do a lot of things. They should be able to fly, because you can levitate things. You should be able to levitate yourself.
even if only temporarily, you could do some.
Just float, at least float.
Yeah.
But they fall off cliffs. they every time they see someone high, they jump to it with a fake looking jump. It's like, come on, you got the. They don't even know. They don't prepare themselves. Like, they go, shh, and then they'll stop on the edge and shit. Ooh, that was close. You got the force. Use it.
It's just the Force is so underutilized in these films.
Right.
You know,
And somebody came up with a cool idea on how to differently use the force.
well, like, and that's what makes it so aggravating to watch this after watching Visions. Where, like, they come up with all the cool stuff that you can do with the Force when you don't have to worry about how do we rig this stunt. You know,
Right.
it's like, I'm like, so we all agree that it's possible because it's in the comics and the games and the animated stuff. It's just not in the live action.
They need to sit down. They need to get a team to sit down and come up with new ways to use the force. The force push ain't cutting it.
Nah.
The
Nah.
force push to hope, that's boring. And jumping up a little bit, that's cool, but that's just whatever.
Because why is everyone using the Force for backflips? Someone explain that to me. Like,
Right. They doing that shit the gymnasts can do.
Yeah.
I just think if you get a little trampoline, you can do that.
Like, they're not even doing like doubles and triples. They're doing a single backflip and propelling themselves 20 feet in the air to do it, and then
Right.
landing like, ha.
So
Like-
let me see if this is if this not.
Oh, they called it a parkour failure.
I'm done. I'm done. For some reason, they want to hate on old girl, man.
But let's be real. If Leia could make it that far, why not Reva?
Yeah.
You know.
Well, my whole complaint is I thought that
Oh man,
I thought it was
they
an
hate
interesting
me.
way.
Like,
It was an interesting way to do, you know.
like I don't hate the scene. I think it was unnecessary, but part of that's because I was waiting for the episode to be over.
But it was only like 30 seconds. You know what I'm
Right,
saying? It
right.
wasn't like it ain't like she did the shit through the whole show.
Because like I was
Where
looking
she
at,
like, hey, come over here, okay.
because I was looking at it like the show was like, I think he's falling asleep. Put it in the parkour section. You know, like I was offended that they would squeeze that into an episode that hadn't earned it. But it's a good scene. It looks cool and it's shot really well.
I was impressed with them doing something new.
Yeah.
With characters in the Force.
And I think Star Wars needs new.
But you know what? But all I'm seeing is hate. Like
Yeah.
every Reva sucks. Reva's really bad. the rooftop chase sucked. The parkour
Well,
is
it's like
whack. The
everybody
parkour
fell
was a
so
failure.
deep in love with Darth Maul because he was doing stuff no one had ever seen done with a lightsaber, right? And then up until he shows up in the animation, he's a boring villain. He's a henchman.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he's definitely.
He
He don't even get on line.
Yeah,
He ain't nothing but muscle.
yeah. And, it's
And-
like everyone's like, man, Darth Maul is the coolest villain.
Dude, I remember when I saw Darth Maul, I was waiting for him. I'm like, I can't wait to see what he could do. And the whole movie, he didn't even talk.
Nah.
And
Yeah.
all he did was
pace, stand menacingly.
right. And I
do
was
some
like, he
spinning
was
shit.
cool as a fighter, but that's it. He was just muscle.
Like, cause there's that bit during the
He didn't say nothing during that fight.
fight, but it's like there's a bit during that fight
So-
where he's just pacing, waiting for the shield to come down.
Did you just shit?
And it's like, and I'm like, I'm waiting for him to be like, yeah. As soon as this wall come down,
Your ass.
you know, like say something. He's just gonna
I ain't
walk
say
back.
nothing.
He just paced back and
He
forth.
didn't say
snarled
nothing.
a little bit.
He said one line, which was dubbed.
But like to me, Reva's already better than that because she's an actual character. She's not a henchman. You know?
Right. Look, man, I want to see where it go. The actress named Moses Ingram, which is an interesting name for an actress, for a female. But we'll see, man. I know that a lot of people don't like it, but I'm challenging that. I'm challenging that because I didn't think I would like her until I realized who she was, and I'm like, I'm challenging that. And I'm gonna challenge people on the parkour thing. I thought it was cool because what else cool do they do in Star Wars as far as using the Force with?
You're right.
Give me something. I mean, let's go. Put that scene up to whatever scene you got.
No, I ain't got nothing for you.
With Jedi's. I'm trying to think.
Like the coolest Force moment I've seen in Star Wars didn't include a Jedi. It was.
Now, I'm not saying
it was the one that your boy Will doesn't like.
which one.
The blind man.
And look, and I'm not saying that scene is the coolest scene. I'm just saying,
But it's up there.
if you want to use the Jedi power in different ways with film, and especially you want to combine it with some newer techniques and stuff like parkour or whatever, what you got to put up against that?
Like also, it's for as much as they like to use the Force as an excuse for why things happen the way they do in Star Wars. Like, how come so and so didn't die? Oh, well, he has the Force, so he slowed himself down just before he hit the ground. Type stuff.
Or
It's
maybe you're going to use the Leia Force bubble when she came out the shit. I'm out.
God.
If that's what you like, if that's what y'all like, then
it's
y'all
like,
need to shut up right now.
If it's that or cool Force parkour, I want Force parkour.
All right, man. We've been talking too long. So I didn't notice. Hey, I'm gonna just have to call this the Reva Initiative. That's what I'm gonna name this video.
Okay.
All right, so we're gonna be out of here, and thanks for checking out the video, and please subscribe to the channel. And if you like our content, and then we can talk more about Star Wars if you like. But I'm gonna see what this Reva Kurt go actually, because the idea of her being a youngling that got abandoned and now she's pissed off, I'm cool with that.
Yeah, definitely.
So yeah, we're gonna be out here. Thanks for checking out the video and subscribe to the channel.
Don't forget to like and comment. If y'all got any well-constructed arguments for why Reva's a shit villain, I guess I'm down to read that.
Well, it's just the whole thing is you can have the ideas that you don't like her, but I think they was looking for reasons, and they just got all the reasons they needed. That when she started being extra, but she's extra for a reason.
I'll even say if they were presenting it as something subjective, like I don't like Reva because she's this, and this, fine.
Right.
But to say she's a bad character or she shouldn't be in Star Wars because this, and this, calm down.
That's what they saying, but I already knew that they wasn't gonna like her to begin with, so they just needed a reason,
an excuse. Yeah.
All right, man.
That's all we got.
We're gonna be out of here. Thanks, y'all.
Peace.